FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Professor Stephen Kweku Asare. Yada Asepa, Nyami Shao.
Obi mi da Asepa also Nyami Shao. Na twaso na Ekosiisen no mani nye kese. Next year meba no na office no aye kese pa.
Amen. Okay. All right. And Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, ono a legal practitioner, KPMG Professor of Accounting, University of Florida, and Motene in Kano. Yo, Prof, where the medase?
Yo, me wa do wa kwa mu kra post for no na enche ho de magina ba bia bi men sam kakra no nti ya ma kofi. Mate.
Medase pa. Asempa FM, yes.
Na ma Asempa for na mu kanya me sam kase. Asempa de gospel o dia mu kan Yesu Kristo ho asem.
Ye ka papa. Okay, ya na weti ye ka pa. Nyami sha wo. Oh, nice. Medase. Professor Stephen Ade and Yatene Kano.
Yo, mini kind Ekosiisen Mutinkwa Nano and Yunyamwa, Yadi Ashtamu, Ezumapa, Moyane Award, Moya. Did the pass a dance affair, Ekosiisen Asempa, Monsogana, Sebimamin Cabino, Mupia, Moma Air Credit, Titru Sanya Modia can Kasaye Juma, Bia, or Bia, or Titia, Nansen, 2 coin air conenam. America, New York, I want thing taxi and fire not the Pacon or Tie Ekosiisen taxi no able AM 1. Now, so Nina can be Enna Yabom Basso Amamon body and a radio Instagram. Amen. Here away enemy.
Yeah, that's
Medase, Nidi Kano, Mammy and Charity for B. Obi Mezomemo Mabasso said, no production team. Mr. Brano Ghana for betting I coso a wiase in your mind more a just Ekosiisen. Yes. Na Akua Ekosiisen is so idiot. Na a sea busa say a hen and your manakusi.
Asempa
Ekosiisen, Medas.
Only means share Momna, Mofi in Namiti. Would you media would Namiti? My used to. Yeah, your line of questioning me. Send I see 100 program. I think say a bit me flow together.
Medase.
Only means share Momna, Mofi in Namiti. Would you media would Namiti? My used to. Yeah, your line of questioning me. Send I see 100 program. I think say a bit me flow together.
Medase.
Now what you makasasa? May my chance say what done networks. But network mu. Yes, I'm trying Asempa FM. Network more something in Ekosiisen. Network you move Yabunga Ekosiisen. And a network here you can wasem. You mun na yiri Ekosiisen. And a network you watching in Ekosiisen. And a network you mu gamanche Ekosiisen. And a network you mu ulai fu Ekosiisen. Na network you mu tobi Ekosiisen. Timaka heavy dia na what we did. Ben Braco na born nenyo wasi. Maybe magruzo.
Samuel Uku.
Medasi obi. Na what we makasa sa. Me ba chance wa dan networks. But network mu ya santwa ya Asempa. Network mu something in Ekosiisen. Network you mu ya bonra Ekosiisen. And a network here you can wasem. You mun na yiri Ekosiisen. And a network you watching in Ekosiisen. And a network you mu gamanche Ekosiisen. And a network you mu ulai fu Ekosiisen. Na network you mu tobi Ekosiisen. Timaka heavy dia na what we did. Ben Braco na born nenyo wasi. Maybe magruzo.
Samuel Uku.
Medasi obi.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Young people, especially those of us in politics, the lust for money is not the way to go.
the lust for money is not the way to go. There is a kind of power that dying. Monjana Munya say, Namongas a view of Namonia advocacy. If you want to look at it, or airtime. So right, say, I know women in this country who are lawyers who have gone to take money like that. Men in this country who are lawyers who are going to take money to come and do advocacy. Na me kase sa anko for no ba in kamenya ya is a content law of the media. And they will say no, it is going to be amount of censorship. Now you have to be the content law. But I'm thinking that even if morally, media owners should not allow such people to come and sit on their platform to do such advocacy.
No, at all.
Morally, I'm not saying it's a law behind the media owners should be able to stand up to say that we are not going to allow such, because this is not going to happen. We are here, this country, the way I get to my jai and Toma, Echo Benda boutique, the joy to a judge, sounds will be able to my judge, we are not Bema, our, yeah, normal, my, Barton, we should be against it.
We have to hear the voice of the president. For what? President voice, I'm a wo bata na utifia bana ko pam treasures na enkono na onnama hu se anamo a otuo no enye no wo frɛ president no no abeka na kwala na jai sa suban tan na ne ninamfofo betena ofia utumi nka
Asempa FM.
You know very well. You say if you are a responsible parent, wona betu ho anamo se o de akwala no be ma police kra de no be ma police.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yen go that far. Ye ma this is where we have to begin to target. Debbie Donka Williams at Akua last year. No, he was talking about the youth. And these are the areas that he was preaching about. And it is getting out of the hands because indiscipline has set in a certain level. And the bad time be or no, Bibika Kraban and someone to be control the back. No, be here, money making and Kolani you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Was hard
because no draw attention. Then cross for now we were brutal more and Kraman cross or grammar and crane Munyansa because Kraman be no obey dear or Muyi. Lebois. Someone, yes, sir. Into me, I don't know how I can describe them. And me, somebody like me, I'm not comfortable because and then I make us say tribalism is one thing. Obi mean time person may discuss it. Because one here you pick one that you hate. The Obeka o time woman I don't know about for Befi. So what I say. It's a Christopher yet omti chrome ha. Omo bomb pire omo go brochire no. Woman na so mo nan ko to je ko fom kese. Because in that land you passing laws so munye. And you can't control that your child. Otiho. Inti se wu nyamia ye wadom na emretia ye kutia unsu say uye Christoni you are against it. You are waiting for president to speak. Is that so? And ni baby it is not her. Yeah nkrofona na as na meken. Omo na enunu yen. Asade no eni ho yanko trigger. Yan trigger ni yanka ho asem nipa ba kope endra 12 o'clock Adum News se omo enkrofo bi akobie office yesi jama wasa menfi ho baabi western region ho baabi I think Kwajonumu has to show me tell and said that Facebook na me tie news presenters na some of can say o hwa fa dan bi a yesi ya bi se omo dey office a ko yesi adwuma no ho na we are Bema now more damn now we heat what now dan siwa I say oh no Yanko Bema Kwako dem no honey officer.
Ekosiisen
I don't see what but it's what me say Obi nothing is going on but they are intentionally putting it in the social media getting attention because I don't know we show you cry just said there's nothing and one say some the rainbow color be asen honum and na omudi hon komo say omudi be office. And there was some of you, a crassy baby. And yeah, can't want some. Say, and then almost you could do sana more. Now, then, cry, then you can say. Intermediate, the Miss Rani say, Obi. the civil society, the churches, the Muslims, or it should be our responsibility. Say yes, yechi. There's a main kind of menka. Naka I made a game this uncle Yamaya Quine. Naka I said to him for no data man now udin see huna. Ya chopa him to me so. Naka really DBT a scene chain. Short as but I don't know not walk or far. And I make some me can't those times, you know, when the kings are ruled, they have their own authoritarian powers. Into ya don't call him fear nas a BBC. Or honor into a man and nipa net Tim Patamu when you know him said there is a leadership. But over can right. Crama right. Crama the crown and
Asempa FM.
Into a massa in the 2 mina and penifoni cra to exercise it in our community to tame down a free omusa. Into me, I'm forced to reinforce it. The parliament, our Quenya be on force to enforce the law to make sure say at least community ni cra bet me at you be up on the shina. It's very important. When you bet me keep our eyes on it. Rather than so could never be able to say any right.
Okay.
All right, any day.
Asempa FM 94.7. All talk, all day.
Say me mbano. So mumu bia decide say obey sa kwasiade na. I won't be there for them.
On Asempa FM.
Oh yeah, I will drink poison.
That's it. You accept say you failed as a parent.
Exactly. Because we started born pie mama na me you understand? Yeah. I started praying for my children before they were born. And who are monosono? Me born pie and I just say I prayed into their future. Say, omubeni abeye mpanyimpa aye oman bapa. So whatever they are today, Yamia do, Yamia protect your move for me. And I have not stopped praying. I am still praying into their future. Say Yankupon and Gado mi say on found and kodu baby a person di omudu. It will a parent. Na say wo na say wo train ama oba akoye excuse my language tumu answer. What at your bonfire? Then you are late. And you buy some, and you, what's the word? I buy some. Don't sit there and assume, say, and you societal, and you buy and you demonic. It is from the devil's camp. There is nothing human about it. You know, fear. Don't, of course, like I said this morning on GH1, me see. Ghana how be a new obebu obi oyegi and I say obe manhandle no. We won't do that. Because we know they are in the country. Excuse me, in behind the scenes and under the sheets. Obi amba so omukon. Empty almost every do police station. It's almost kawa. No do kwasi asem no. But say ye ba bet nancy open advocate. No ma be jina ho. Awusu so omo kuta bag and mama akwa ma no atrechre yen we will accept it. Now so for billing about be kase no ye de ye betini I bless it. On marriage ni ye keka ka ho. That one almost setting up asoro ho eja betom. Like I said, but we will come there and fight for our culture.
Ekosiisen
because
on Asempa FM.
Who say suffer akasa against it. Who say Muslims akasa against it. Who say if friends and traditional rulers akasa against it. Who say almost sum abusum ebi akasa against it. And this is what our society is made of. These groups are maboding
Amunda, Ghana, your society, no. So we are Christian, we are Muslim, we are Muslim, we are traditional, whatever. This is what we have. So if all of these groups are saying, we don't want it, why never mind? Why say, service, it will not happen.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. 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 Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The winner, radio program of the year 2018, I beg your pardon. Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. And there they come, ladies and gentlemen.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Adofonomi mamunyina akwa babie by Ekosiisen dwumadie eso and yawada Thursday afternoon, the 25th day of February 2021, some 21 minutes after 2. We are live from our national studios at 355 Fanofa Street in Kokomlemle, Accra. It's not to say 6:30 p.m. energy media eba and then unim say Ghana's under-20 national team, the Black Satellite, Ejina Akono, AFCON under-20 tournament. Now, Ghana to me qualify as part of the two best placed third, and as a third best placed teams, no me no. Unim say fa two in each group. As per tournament rules, no, CAF, AE, team side third, no, or more top two, ID third, near the Waka, two from each group. No, Ghana, Yamiadom, Yetimiko Kokaho, and quarter-final game, yani Cameroon and Asia. And that Cameroon team is an exciting team. Samuel Eto'o's Ebo team, no, Ebi. Ono, I think, was number 10 jersey in the Cameroonian team. And Roger Miller, the legendary Roger Miller, and so ba Ebobi on the share number 9. And also a striker following in the footsteps of his dad. And it's an exciting team from Cameroon, Omani Ghana, Asia, and at 4 p.m. Pepe now at a live commentary. Abremo. The sports team will take over at 3:50, 10 minutes to 4. Now sports team now take over at the live commentary. No Abremo. Ghana and Cameroon under 20 tournament game now after about the Ghana Premier League. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Metema Africa's Club of the Century and Bechem FC Asia, Bechem United FC and Subisia in the Ghana Premier League. I want him say when you Kotoko final game but before the Classico. Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the Accra Heart of Folk this Sunday. We say bleed. but you know how it will end, don't you? Kumasi Asante Kotoko any heart about Accra Sports Stadium there. It's almost like a training game for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And he had 3 points in every heart for him. That's really a no-brainer. It was Obianim say BC. It will happen. But the 2 games and Bremo Inti would sign off from the show at 10 minutes to 4 p.m. And what we'll be doing from now till that time, and it's and that conversation was put forth by a driver from Kabum Kubi, or the proposal will be by, and they think toll booths dotted across the country, about 35 of them, in some instances, they cause traffic, papa, almost free, Sika yenya free toll collection, because driver for be road users be brina into your toll. They suggested something quite interesting. And we'll be speaking to the executive director of COPEC, Duncan Amwa. And Enron Sampain, Mumu Bramunim Sampano, a local governance expert or a regional secretary, so Edema, the new patriotic party was also was some interesting perspectives to that conversation. And Yebenyano and your so etumi edi hon enkomo. And then so yademubeko U.S.A. and yenimsi U.S.A. yen listenership yen viewership in the US no was so papa Ekosiisen, and thanks to all our affiliate radio stations in the United States of America, from Washington to Virginia to New York to New Jersey to Massachusetts. Your affiliate radio stations were holding no 90 ama nipa hwe wo ho no edoso monso amutie yan no edoso. Yatese the new president of the U.S.A, Joe Biden, granted some amnesty to undocumented immigrants. Na muwebre na ebia mate ba monte ase papa. And yebeko US akwa kodi ho nkomo just to update and inform TF4 any na hwefo a U.S.A. It's a conversation you would have to listen to. It would be bomodin na time kuchu netumi etie. Already veteran of ministers na koso enra ebi koso enenso ade a koso den and enche would be speaking to some of the MMDCEs now, but as a focus nenso no eba substantive ministers, ne deputy ministers, ne CEOs of agencies, no ama yeja MMDCs ne ewuminti ebinom de ekoso in their district ene adeno Ghana for bebrena enim. We would want to begin something like that ne assemblies ne bebrena no edi enkomo to speak to some of the MMDCs and we'll begin from Pram Ningo Pram District Assembly. Na yani DCO and some of the concerns every Ningo aba bakon the traffic jam say uko Ningoa the traffic into your day assembly no de efa ho yebedi sanko yenim sa assembly ne so some amazing initiatives be about housing for all, just trying some man for bit many or more dying any day in the district. You bedin in Hong Kong and area. The DC will be passing through the show briefly enough. Yenano etumi akahon and Semidi. You would want to join us with your thoughts, your comments, your observations. Na into me NTO. It's your birthday today. I'm told your name is Abrewa. ene wawoda abrewa. And a happy birthday to you, Abrewa. It's from your daughter Adepa. Your daughter Adepa. Or say, Nema Midi the Abrewa. And we should say a happy birthday. Oh, you're a friend, I'm told. And we are Adepa Adam for power within the Abrewa. Happy birthday to you. And a happy birthday to Podonu Alexander in Kegbe. Hey. Podonu Alexander in Kegbe. We are incoming constituency secretary or Ashaiman constituency NPP. Podonu Alexander in Kegbe. Happy birthday to you. And let me say good afternoon to you, Alex Martinson, listening to us live in Koforidia, the Eastern Regional Capital. Nipa bebre now so na share on Facebook Live. Yeah, the munyina say David Techimenson. Yeah, David, Enra, yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday. Though belated to you, David Techimenson, one of our regular listeners here. That's Papa. Mike Amenado says, Obi, you have an affiliate in West Coast of America, which is Amenado Radio in Denver, Colorado. Oh, okay. Okay, and they would update our list and add you. Now, I recognize them also. Big small, watch him and your name. Also, sharing watch him and your name in the Akua East constituency. Stephen Fifi Marfo says, good afternoon to you. Nana Akwesi Apia Sechi. That's Johnny Walker, also sharing Facebook Live. Michael Educhum says, you're watching and listening to us live from Virginia, Washington Metro. And also listening on Hope for Life Radio. Hope for Life Radio, one of our stations in Virginia. Adjoa Feneye says, Obi, I'm watching you live from the Bronx in New York. Thank you. Obi, watching you live. Great job. Government must listen to what the drivers are saying. Shelter, Senyo Dovi. And on the way, Abaya Ousu Swansea Air Sharing. Okay, the Kofi Ousu appear sharing Columbus, Ohio. Thank you. Nana, Kwesi appear, said okay. Also share of Manhattan, New York City in the U.S.A. Nipano Edoso. Or this year, Kweku Ousu Ban. And so, share this year. Thank you for coming through with your message. Inti, suddenly, kind Yabeshana, Yashas, Yabekwa Homane, so Bamamena, Yanabua Fono Ase, Agbeve Herbal Center, Amponsa Ifa Pharmaceuticals, OMV and Sons Limited. Omubuaini, the sound of our time, Ebrel. May hear some segment in so EcoBank Ghana, Awake Purified Drinking Water, Rockstars Roofing Systems, Ebuaini, the Bremo. Yeah, interviews I will show you so the air phone, so the air in studio one-on-one interviews, no, in Yanara, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil, and a puff foods, and a HEPA Plus mixer, Ebuaini. Your discussion segment in so Franco Trading Enterprise, or say phone Papa Pafi, TCL, The Creative Life, Dependable Herbal, Omodi Adoma Lakiwaba, and a Global Lighting Center Limited in Kanea Pafie, Omonso Ebuayen, and Yede Ekosiisen Jumedi, Etumi Ebremo. Yabakwa Homano, Ekia Ohene, Chene Aboagye of AK Poku Law in Northern Virginia, Ewa Homano. So, Ekia Akua Bana Pom to say
Boko, Pachapom Boko.
Super. Northern Virginia, Boko.
But I have Boko, just a lot of snow in it.
Yeah. I can imagine. But some of them who ye corona in Sensemi. Okay. Well, Inti, what's the news I yet is new government in the US taking over, no? Omoma amnesty to some undocumented immigrant. Saying no clear was asking him to saying.
Okay, Mepacho, thank you so much for having me. President Joe Biden was recently elected, or your new president, and Obayeno, or stated or reform it. He wants to reform the U.S. immigration system, and so or the new bill he's proposed a new bill. The bill has not been passed into a law yet. However, bill no was introduced into Senate, which is Congress, just last Thursday, and so it's making its way slowly, to be voted upon.
Okay.
And the text of the bill was, as I said, Bill WBA text so last week Thursday, and so we saw the details of the text. And the major proposal of this bill is that about 11 million undocumented immigrants, legal status here in the U.S. Ghana for ebinom, they come here and then they overstay, and some also come in and also need documentation. And sometimes some of them have been here for 30 years, 20 years, almost struggle because they don't have the legal documentation, and so they are in a big fix. And so that bill way is just attempting to kind of, just bring people out of the shadows of that undocumentation world. And people have been saying that there's no way this bill will be passed because Republicans, they are a little difficult, and that's the party of ex-President Trump. And unfortunately for us, so Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution gives the mandate to Congress to vote on laws. And so a bill is not a law, it's just a proposal. And so when the bill makes its way to Congress, it has to be voted upon. And Senate will vote, and then the House will vote. Unfortunately, Senate is split 50-50, it's 100. And we need 60 votes to be able to pass the bill into a law. But we are keeping our fingers crossed. People are very optimistic that this bill may pass. And so what we're trying to do at my law firm, which practices immigration law and represents clients all over the United States because immigration law is federal, is to start getting these people ready just in case the bill passes into a law. And, that's some of the things we're trying to do.
Okay. Into the bill, in its current state, say, almost pass here. What is in there for undocumented immigrants? In this, me U.S., me Ghana, na mini papers say Billy e babe yemra, e den e be yamame.
Okay, great question. So bill no ebe yemra. What it's proposing is a bridge between your undocumented state and your documented state. And bill will give people a status known as the legal. The lawful prospective immigrant status, and this status will be valid for 5 years. And to be eligible for this status, you would have to go through an application process, and the details of that will be told to us. As at now, the fee that you will pay is not out yet, but you will be required to submit certain documents, say a passport, and then they'll do certain background checks to make sure you have been paying your taxes, that you haven't committed criminal offenses like an aggravated felony and certain things that will take you out of the purview of the law. Essentially, you will be asked to submit certain documents to prove your eligibility for that lawful prospective immigrant status. And this status will be for undocumented people. And once you are approved, you will be able to lawfully work in the United States, and you will be able to live here. You'll be able to travel abroad. In 10 years, you can travel. The only caveat is that the actual text of the law, which is the U.S. Citizenship Act 2021, states that once you step out of the U.S., you cannot stay more than 180 days under the lawful prospective immigrant status. And then also, the other very interesting part of the law is that you should have been, if you're undocumented, and it's what the United States on or before January 1st, 2021. And many messages we bring over because say, at this point it's too late. The law will only be applicable or be eligible for informal work the U.S. or within the borders of the U.S. as at January 1st, 2021, and they did not have documentation. And basically that's it. And after the lawful prospective immigrant status, for 5 years, you will have a 1 year period within which you can renew the 5-year status.
But the other thing they say, too bad. Aboagye line no article, and we some bit of education there for Ghana for more U.S.A. in some doors from Mutia in Papa, we could see Saint Jumedi as we be now sharing online, which on Facebook and on YouTube. Say, YouTuber, yes, we might be having challenges accessing our original YouTube channel. Mr. Mo, just get into YouTube and search for Ekosiisen, or just type Ekosiisen in your search way, it will come. Now we live video on YouTube. Here in Papa, yes, Facebook there, Asempa 94.7 FM, in page on Facebook. You can like the page and watch our live streaming. Now, one of the prerequisites really to take advantage of Sadi, and they say busa passport and some other document meaning ade. But I mean undocumented immigrant. So other document I can make off away.
That's a great question. We realize the undocumented immigrant almost need valid ID. However, there's for Ghanaians we have the Ghana Embassy right here that almost more passport until you can apply for it. Another very critical document I have been, I started requesting for my clients, almost friend of FOIA. FOIA is Freedom of Information Act. And the FOIA is different from the Privacy Act. With FOIA, it means that you have the right to request from the government all the information that the government has about you. And the request can be done by undocumented immigrants. The Privacy Act is, where you go for information about yourself if you're a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. So for undocumented people, is the FOIA. And the FOIA request is a little bit complicated to do, and it takes a while. It takes our documents, And then it's the way I requested for FOIA. And the relevance of the FOIA is that what how had 10 years. Okay, so when was the first time with deportation order on Kai? The deportation order maybe 15 years ago. When was, how many times did you go into court on Kai? And I said, what type of immigration benefits have you applied for? When did you file an appeal? Was there a denial? They don't have all those details, and it's very normal. Into the FOIA will give your attorney all the details, your entire immigration history about you, and sometimes put in place a FOIA request. Now it takes 8 months near there. And undocumented immigrants will need this sort of information because to be able to apply for the lawful prospective immigrant status, they are going to ask you certain questions. Say, what are some of the things you've applied to do home baby style? When did you come into the U.S.? A lot of people don't remember some of these things. That's the point of requesting a FOIA, and you should know which department, because there are a lot of departments in the U.S. federal government are ultimately requesting FOIA. There's the DHS, which is the Department of Homeland Security. There's the U.S.A, which is the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. A request immigration benefits. There's the CBP, Custom and Border Patrol. If you have been, ever detained at the airport, that's where you request your FOIA from the CBP. OBIM, which is the Office of Biometric Information, and your fingerprints, biometric information. If you've had any brush with any kind of inconsistent biometric information with the immigration system, that's where we ask it for. And that's the EOIR, which is the Executive Office of Immigration Review, which is the court system. If you've received deportation orders, if you've been summoned to court, and, all those kinds of things, you would have to request the FOIA from the EOIR and as a Board of Immigration Appeal. And so it's, and as ICE also, ICE is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Unit. And detainee and when you have been in such a situation, you need to request your FOIA from the ICE agency. So it's a very complicated process that people need to start doing and gathering, because when this bill passes into a law, there's going to be a crazy rush. 11 million undocumented people will be able to documents. I want Ghanaians to get ahead of the game. I'm trying so much to try to educate them and to get the word out, but some of them don't have access to lawyers, and they listen to people and they don't have the proper information. So I'm really happy for this opportunity to be able to speak on this very important platform.
It did not make sure say Sisia no said no likely say bill no will go through Congress. Na ba be emra. You don't want the Ghanaian people to be found wanting. Na me sure say 11 million number na ukai no undocumented immigrants from everywhere around the world in the U.S.
From everywhere around the world.
Okay. In the Ghana for no your numbers near base or more undocumented no. Do we know?
That will be very difficult to tell because Obi Pacho, so when you say undocumented people, no, almost some of them don't use their real name, so there's no way you can track them. And unfortunately, even the government is not able to tell. Say, Ghana for undocumented, 100,000 and almost 200,000. Almost to say, corners. Nobody has that information. But almost Dawson, I mean, from word on the street, but numbers we're not able to tell.
Your name numbers, no. There were two final questions. Sir, Obi Aba US. I mean, we'll go through when your visa ewoha edi ababi drew US. At what point you can't undocumented?
Normally, unya visa now, a lot of Ghanaians come on what we call the B1 and the B2 tourist visa.
Mm-hmm.
And this visa is usually for, America, normally the visa normally minimum for 5 years.
Yeah.
But one thing we have to differentiate is that the years that you are granted the visa, 5 years, and yet the amount of time you are allowed to stay in the U.S.
Asempa
The amount of
FM.
time you're allowed to stay in the U.S. is known as your the I-94. The I-94 is actually what authorizes your stay in the U.S. The visa only gives you permission to come to a port of entry, and a port of entry can be an airport or a land port of entry, such as Canada, the Canada border. And what the visa need to do airport, then the Custom and Border Protection will stamp and tell you are admitted for 6 months. If it's 6 months, you have to abide by the terms of your stay. If it's 6 months, now overstay by even 1 day, the rest of your visa becomes automatically revoked. Even though you have 5 years, you have overstayed the terms of your visa, and then you become undocumented because you were supposed to have returned, to your country after, within the time of the mao. And at that point, you're
undocumented.
You don't have permission to be on the United States soil anymore.
But over this 5 years, who abide by the terms, now stay 6 months, you now back to home country. You can then go back again, right?
Absolutely.
On
That's
the same
what we call
visa.
the multiple entry. Into 5 years multiple entry. It means that you have 5 years. 5 years. The Ubetimia Bejina Airport. At the airport to now seek admission into the U.S.
Into the
visa
U.S.
only gives you permission to get to the port of entry. Obana will be 6 months now. As a come back to your country, and then you come again and then
Asempa
seek
FM.
admission, and then they look and then say, okay, we're admitting you until. So normally admitted until. If you have for frame, admitted until. I got a client just this week, and also admitted until, and she thought it was a happy party because she has a visa up to 3 years. I went online and did the I-94 search on the DHS platform, and she has 6 months within which to leave. And people are not aware of some of these things. Into overstay pay, you would have to, you would be in trouble because now you are, violating the terms of your visa.
Oh, okay, I get it. This is clear who an undocumented immigrant is, and I can imagine the number of Ghanaians in that situation. Say, Papa. I mean, the last time me ba Bronx, I was told say Oshe Ghana for even the state of New York in him say New York in excess of 70,000, but Omoa. I can imagine the numbers Worcester or Newark, New Jersey, and all of those areas now. Ghana for the door so what this new bill seeks to do, and it's undocumented. I go through a process to regularize my stay. Sanet here.
Yes, but at this point, we are just hoping that both the Senate and the House will cooperate on mobile voting and then pass the bill into a long time for more and then hopefully we'll get good news.
And while they wait, they should make sure so when you sa document now 4 year getting sa 4 year the explanation was a bit technical. Are you sure, sir?
Yes.
Ghana for in this situation no ete and what they have to do to get this?
I'm sorry for interrupting. Yeah, 4 years is very technical. Normally, in fact, most people just lawyers because you need to understand, how to file the request, and yes, you'll be denied. If you have
Asempa
20,000 and they change all documents, they don't have time for you. The least mistake you make, every agency has the formula and a format who use it to get the documentation. Once you miss a step, they reject and deny it, and you are kicked out. It's important that immigration attorney, you consult with them, and then they will be able to assist you to do that request. But obviously, try. People can try by themselves if they feel like they're competent to do it, but it's technical.
Okay, the event is we'll keep our fingers crossed. Now, I share what will happen in Congress, and Bibia to me go through. We'll come back to you now for Akua education. So why? Yeah, that's it, Papa. Yeah, that's it.
For this opportunity.
Great. Ekosisen Aboagye, a lawyer practicing and our license to practice in Ghana and in the U.S. AK Poku Law, Northern Virginia, and Amotesi Adeno AD and Komo Inti. It's a very, very important intervention for the thousands of Ghanaians in the U.S.A. Mutie Debiarada Ewo Jumedi Eso Yadamuase Papa Pasamo. We do some of these things also to help you now. We add value to you. You also get some information and then you're updated. No who and the moment was utimi itu. Now uti US and yesterday be a police for a bar. Na ujane be brina in that situation and it becomes very unpleasant. Uti will be my no ni papers, Papa. Yeah, quite untimi nkobi because anytime there is a swoop or somebody she brutal. Yes, you're more one year do be she play. And yes, please take advantage of this. Na you're interested in your ABC Akua. More mofa we go through Temamoto we eba befa the new interchange so na udi weni chere ekwan na kwa flawo no o komiocho o ko pram ene ade a traffic ya o temu ho na se weni ensa o kache but mudisi abeka yensa e wo studio ha 12 past na ahwe anamo mutu we say obi wish my daughter Chantel Echa Amponsa a happy 19th birthday. I love her bunch. Onel Amponsa is in Amsterdam and all the way about. Obi, please wish me a happy birthday. Why? Okay, Abrewa in Bubuashi. Abrewa, happy birthday to you and live to be 94.7 and beyond. Abrewa is a regular texter and a listener of our show. Wish the NPP Central Regional Women Organizer, Madame Charlotte Ajoa Entry, a happy birthday for me. With Richard Techimensa. Richard Techimensa to you. Madame Charlotte Ajoa Entry, Central Regional Women's Organizer of the NPP. Happy birthday to you. And then so as my friend and senior Ejudi Tamaklo, lawyer Ejudi Tamaklo, one of the lawyers for the NDC as a political party, petitioner war Supreme Court Sisiano Ejudi Eka, the spokespersons no. Ejudi Tamaklo, happy birthday to you, my brother. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. Na BBN to me. And Koyeda Sepapa Panso. Obi, can we also get further and better explanation from immigration lawyer Mona Gucci, Gaiji, Newark in New Jersey? Mona Gucci knows no way. I don't know why. Anyways. Okay. Enti Gaiji Mona Gucci me no enti Oma Yehua Ebehu di ebetimi. Happy belated birthday to Nana Akwesi Akufu the third. Okuapemhene from Nana Yerenchi the first Mampong Equiapem Apesemaka Hene. To you, Nana Akwesi Akufo the third. Belated happy birthday to you, Equiapem Hene. We if we Nana Yerenchi the first or Mampong Equiapem Apesemaka Hene. Belated happy birthday to you, Nana. Onkwaso, papa. Mema honorable Akwaba. Honorable, boko there.
Obi boko.
Ningo pram boko.
Boko.
Mujina manaiso.
By the grace of God. Bibia.
Yadanyamiase. Enti se menam metrata mamoto we ne bia ona maflawo road ni so a. O district na sha see free
Obi mi da see Maminchia mi grow for mo warning go pram.
Yes.
Especially the elders and the chiefs mo warning go pram. And obi a warning go pram. District started free. Baby I from Uchebliku. Oh. Apollonia. Side door. Ufridodoa na Uba. That is where my district starts from. Udi beba abe drew way afienya se woni bo. Ufa afienya kwan so say u ko ho road. Yeah wo baby a from Twin Rock. Before bedroom baby a military training school sa kwan is. You share boundary with Shao Suduku.
Okay.
Then you move towards Uba Shama. Somewhere Mataiku. Yeah, and I need
Mataiku they say what down so man and they be assignment.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Ningo pram.
Okay.
So we share boundary with Shao Suduku. Then you pass through Aflenya, Dogwenya, pram proper. Say Ukokbum by the sea. Yeah, well, baby, I from Poete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, share boundary. Then you drive straight onto the N1. Say Uko Aflau. We share boundary with Sigi district.
Okay.
And this is a very huge. I think it's a Greater Accra. It is the second biggest district.
The Greater Accra region.
Yes, the entire Greater Accra.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I think the first should be Shai Usuduku in terms of
size.
The size. But the second will be Ningo Pram. But our numbers, our numbers was so more than Shai Usuduku.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of
population density,
Yeah, population density.
Okay.
Who compare with Shai Usuduku? We are more than that. Is why sometimes we are at a disadvantage in a way because you're all a district. It is not even a municipal, no.
Oh.
So once you are a district, it comes with some disadvantages compared to the municipal metropolitan. That is why
municipal.
Shao Sudoku district. Greater Accra, 29 MMDCs.
Yes.
You were 25. Municipal.
Oh, really?
Let's even take it 23 municipal. You were 2 metropolitan. That is AMA and TMA. Then 4 of us are districts. That is Shao Sudoku, Ningo Prom, Adan East and Adan West.
District.
District. But you see, I've always
Ningo by now. Of
course, that is the case I continue to make all the time. Because not Pomkatamanso district. And now 2 years, 3 years ago, they were elevated to the status of a municipality. And Ningo Prom. I don't see the difference. We share registration, the current registry, because by the law, say Ubenya municipal, you have to be 95,000 plus.
In terms of population, 95,000. As you elevate you to a municipal.
If you even look at the 2010 census,
population
because
census,
for now we don't have any official, but projections. If you even look at the voter registration, the areas that is 18 above. We registered 91,000.
91,000. 18 and above.
Yes.
For Ningo Pram.
Exactly. And there are a lot of amount for Bebrea movie. Free Accra, because that is where we have the space, the land. And the amount for Bebrea. So I keep pushing, say, our district must be elevated to a municipal status. Not movie here. They will divide it into 2 because we have 2 traditional areas. Ningo and Pram.
We just agree for that housing or Ningo side. So still population in movie. By a side. Okay. So it is only proper say we will go to a municipal status and we have the Ningo Municipal Assembly and the prom just to accelerate development because the way people are moving.
Are you saying, sir, currently, say you upgrade mobile municipal status, then we divide the municipality?
Yes, so that to me because
acquire municipal, not acquire.
Once it's a municipal, it remains so.
Yes.
If it's a district, we remain a district and we are divided into two. It will still be a district.
A district, yeah.
We shall let money crawl.
Yeah.
No, they were municipal. Yeah. With division. They are already municipal. So
the status municipal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So that is what, because if you look at the fast rate, people are moving to the place. Say, we have a lot of resources so that we need to put in place because it seems development is far ahead of planning. And to share your leader, the pressure comes on you. But look, the average common fund that comes to Ningo Pramprams district quarterly is about 300,000.
So common fund, no?
Yes, so
quarter.
Yes, exactly. So multiply 300,000 by 4.
By 4.
That's 1.2 million cedis. And there are some, they take out of it. So sometimes when I'm foresee problem, the problems in also. So I asked myself the last time somebody was trying to talk, and I'm beside and said, look, if I give you 40,000 to go and buy me a vehicle, you buy me Toyota Corona, and I come criticizing you, say I don't think I want to Range Rover. Am I being fair to you?
Yeah.
You see, until I said, but when I explained to him, say, look, so we need to look at some of these things from.
But the other side of that argument, and so is, because of the nature of the first time I about Ningo, was the number to say Ningo where Fanny but I hadn't been there before.
Sure.
When I got there for the first time, I was like, wow. I mean, in terms of the roads, the layout of the town, everything was on point, And Osha properties and Kofu AC. And when I share that started busa, I was say, district they free him, Koko see him. And from the picture we church, I can imagine the number of properties in there. More IGF and the strategies to rake in more revenue, no?
Yes, I think that is one challenge. Maybe in 2017.
Yes.
You see, now assembly, you need data. You see, once assembly doesn't have data, it becomes difficult. Within projects. So those are some of the things we are working on seriously. I can show you records since we came. Whatever we've done with IGF, I still believe there is still room for improvement. As we speak, even the properties there has not been evaluated. Valuation, and by the law, it is only valuation board who can do that.
So based on valuation, I'm going to fix the property.
So exactly, and sometimes the IAN just
ad hoc.
Exactly. And see, those are the challenges. And one other thing is once you are a district, the same property that will be in East Legon, says our same property will Ningo Pramprama, you will charge less.
Yeah, overcharge.
Because East Legon is municipal. Yeah. And so these are some of the differences. And sometimes when people compare some of these things, and by the grace of God, you push your valuation board. If you see the amount of money they want to take before valuation, assembly no yanibi.
Yeah.
But the same lobbying, local government, GIZ, yanya omanya free way be, and Greater Accra. I'm glad to say Ningo Pram is one of the districts. I want to see out of 2, no Ningo Pram. And currently, as we speak, we are on the field doing gathering data.
More capture data.
Now capture now the evaluation, and hoping say. From the middle of this year and now from next year, we are going to have correct data, scientific data. The assembly will work with. But I still believe, despite still we can do more. That is what we we are expecting just to make sure say the IGF, because as I said, IGF is the only source of funding you know, in terms of the usage, the assembly has a lot of say. Because we share the other funding donor funding, it comes with directives. What you can use it for, what you cannot use it for. And boy, I know say but you see as a leader,
more major markets be in the district.
That is another thing. I mean, by any market, but
by the
any market. I'm for to turn Yamawo Fie Nano Sanyamano. As we speak, we are trying to create. You know, you say 5.
Okay.
Now existing structure be wo prom. Bagusu or old Ningu. As we speak, we have renovated it. The 2. We are now trying to push the market people to those markets. Bagusu or Chopoli on the main of Flower Road. And Uzu so now you say Bagusu or Afia Yamata Kusaido.
Okay.
Na Central University. So we want to capture the university community. Because sometimes me say me a student every Saturday now the number of students trekking all the way from that side to Ashaman Tema for just basic Nyama Yenibi or no. So these are Yenibi, but we are working on it. We are working on it.
On the market.
On the market,
this is you building new market.
New market. We starting.
Okay.
So that is what I'm saying. Say we are now engaging the market women. To turn Yamawo
almost shops and
a fear and a quino. We are moving them gradually to prom. They not starting kakra. Old Ningo Sudi not starting kakra. But we want to push everybody. Just about last 2 weeks, public announcement. Yes. Say we pay the first beba. Obia a movie called
new market.
A new my prom. Old Ningo Su. Yes, that is a registration for the market women to come. Say now your mom shirts now you see you know. So this is where we are now. You call Chupuli now you come Yuchu and Mataiko. So these are some of the things. Just to get some market every day. Assembly. Exactly now. Assembly.
I think in the absence of the market, no. My major source of IGF, property rate.
The major thing is the building permit.
Okay, I'm for a property.
Yes, so the major, the number one end of the assembly is building permit. Need the property
rate.
Rate. Once also you gravel need sand. And the conveyance fee I think that is the third. Then the other things follow. So these are what But we are sure say. If you are able to put all these structures in place properly, by next year, I think Ningo Pram will be one of the
districts to watch.
Yes, and now you see, because people are moving faster, we also need to be proactive. And now a lot of time, our office are now Asempa is about land. Problems, boundary issues, layout things, because the assembly doesn't even have the local schemes, and it costs fortunes to prepare some of those.
To develop our schemes.
Exactly, and sometimes it be say, look, now community we need school or need clinic, and compare that one to getting a scheme. You see, as a leader, which one clinic? You know, is empty. But with all these things happening. And coming on board with some private participants, is becoming a way looking forward. We'll
get into that because I'm passionate about housing.
Sure.
And said and say because in the the assembly should be able to plan ahead.
Sure.
Development planning the chasing development would come into those days. But me so district hobby or any issue I'll say with DC address here your WhatsApp line in here 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. Obey me the messages na brain na honorable wahedi we yi ano amount 0548 955 947 na intio. Honorable, I believe say complaint we unim you use the road every day. One of the major challenges for district for no traffic on that stretch. It is beyond you as a district, I know, but as a DC, what has been your action on that?
Corridor. I think it starts from Katamanso. Then go from Sigi near down.
Yes.
But most your district are suffer most near Katamanso and yet take office. My name is colleague our Honorable Solo Moapia. We came together with our technical people. We share BBT say prom. It was short road beer. It be connected from prom to Pum. Without coming through the main Pum road and other way. And way. In my case, say me, I even got consultants on feasibility studies on us for us. I think because me it's one of the things I'm see when I leave I want to use that as a legacy by getting a bridge on the Lalue Lagoon. So that I be free down now Uba Accra na Tema, especially Tema. You don't need to drive through the Winga and Bombaria to Obetimia for Prom. Ningo Prom. And yes, it will even enhance the local economy. But what came out, the assembly doesn't even have the means. So, by the grace of God, some investors they wanted to invest from Turkey.
Okay.
But you see, the assembly has its limit because the only person has PPP. And once they want to do PPP, sometimes they will need some sovereign guarantee. Meaning say and I say bank guarantee from. So by the PPP law, you cannot as a district just go ahead, especially when these guarantees has to come. And the trauma Ministry of Finance. So that once you connect from prom to boom.
Yeah.
Most of these traffic will be directed and are redirected onto but as we speak, we have not really gotten any response from that. But it is refreshing, say. We continue to push with the Rose Minister, and by the grace of God, central government awarded the contract. Awarded the contract. Yes, 6 lane, 3 going, 3 coming.
From Asempa to Asempa.
From motorway runabout.
Yeah.
I think it's about 17 kilometers.
Okay.
So it will go a little bit beyond Central University. That is for the first phase. Because no central government to in terms of resources. And at December, the president himself, the Kati Sword War. So we are hoping, say, from what I understood, from next year March, that is when the project will kickstart. Say on on that stretch. Some of us are concerned.
3 lanes, no.
Exactly.
6 lanes. 3 here, 3 here.
3 here, 3 there. Exactly.
Best started 2022.
2021.
2021.
Yes, in March.
Okay.
That is my information.
Okay.
I have from government. Because as we speak, we are substantive minister.
Yeah.
It could also be part of maybe the delay in the commencement of the. So we are hoping say and best started. But me, what I'm also advocating, and I think I have discussions with the minister. Once they start, because we shall see almost static. Look at the traffic, and as early as 5:36, that traffic are building up. I face it. And see, we are still talking to them, the powers that be, because as we said, in terms of road, the assemblies doesn't have any because what the last thing minister called vetting, a kilometer of road is about 1.5 million. We don't have that kind of money. So the other can is the BT said death track side. Some we were inner roads here. it will take you off the main road. So we are still pushing. Say, government, central government should help. Sometimes assemblies, because of how meager your salaries, revenue is an most times reshaping, new regraveling, and you the grader. Now it's a great gravel 1, 2 but we've been having challenges with auditors because and then we reshaping. Now my graveling. Now me see 40,000, 30,000. The next rain, everything. So auditor, but no see why you're crying. We not see as if say. So what we've been advised we should be a bit careful in some of these things. But I can also say most of the residents associations are more warning go pram. For some time now, they understood that the challenges we face. So now we are more like collaborating in doing some of these things. And to move association we and the assembly no ebia na assembly muma grader yesu na yes. So that is what we are to. So but I am still pushing say we should be able to get those inner roads in place. Nyasa anyamanuna start the main road now. Me sure say it will ease the traffic situation on that stretch. As people have also suggested, say Udru barrier. We need to have a traffic light. But this traffic management, you see, this is not a decision by the assembly. So once those things came up, we only deliberated on them, and we had officially written. But up to now, we have not gotten any.
On the traffic light, we will be see.
Say
I don't know much rock or roads.
Yes, yes, rock or roads because they are in charge of the road. The roads belong to them. Even say baby, even before you go as a district assembly, you need approval from either say roads ministry and now urban roads and a district. So we work with the feeder roads. Even urban roads are Nipa or Shama because by the structure of your way, if you're a district, you don't have the urban roads engineer. So Nipa no was Shama and our oversight responsibility so this even tells you say in terms of budgeting, you shut down a lot to do some, but we are doing our best. Say we'll fix most of the roads. At least some of the roads have been captured in central government budget. Boomer starting. We are expecting some to start in the near.
Okay. Obi ask the DC if he is interested in BOT for the market. That's build, operate, and transfer for the market.
Of course.
Are you interested in a lot?
Yes. As we speak, you need another investor. I MOU BOT. I want to win.
Okay.
And no, almost see lockable shops in place. No more see because look at the William schools is here. Schools no the number of students on one class is overwhelming, overcrowded, and they are building a 12-unit classroom block. Okay. They are building 10-bed maternity ward. And they are building an office for the assembly purposely for revenue because once there's a corridor, I say people had moved.
Activity
assembly nankasa or prom. Sometimes you need to get closer to the people. And these are some Nipano, so you're interested. The person can come. Yeah, adverts in the past. Some few people who had come when they came, they did their feasibility. And Nipano, yeah, interested, they can come. We are still inviting. For instance, where I work, Chopolise. What you are looking for is to have this big market and some major bus terminal.
Okay.
Because we know what the main and the bus terminal will load from that place to Nigeria. We just want to open up the Ningo Pram as a district. And so anybody you're interested tomorrow I'll be in the office. We can have those engagements now. Now
any other questions? Now 0548 955 947. Your WhatsApp line for Ekosiisen and on 0548 955 948. Obitimide Odie Abani Ebusa. We say Obi, the Honorable DC is complaining about inadequate funds for the district assemblies from the district assemblies common fund. But as a development communications expert and former government appointee, I can tell you that the DCs don't implement aggressive strategies to generate funds from permits. Even if the values of the property springing up are less, just employing national service or young graduates with planning or survey backgrounds to summon and penalize illegal structures without permit is a huge source of fund and employment, and this can be done simultaneously with updating the data. The era of appointing Kojo Tabi or no Ewa Tema. Kojo Tabi Ewa Tema. In the Kojo field, some of you are not doing enough.
Yes, I think he has a point. So I've explained to you what we are doing. Me by an assembly, we don't have a lawyer. Because so you cannot just take Obi to court. You need to get a proper lawyer, professional lawyer. And we now engage somebody. And I told them, say, look, we don't want to be in the position there be somebody who will take us to court and we'll go and defend. Now we should rather be putting the people before court. Yeah. And see, I think we are working on some, and I can tell you, say, we've taken quite a number of people to court that they've run to come and pay their property raising, their building permit, and the penalties associated. Yes, it is not enough. I agree, but he has started, and we are hoping, say, it will continue so that the assembly will get more revenue for the projects.
You remember about share housing in your district and planning the district, in terms of district, you can't say special plan, any the outlay, saying and is it about ABSA Bank Ghana is advising customers and the general public to ignore a fraudulent video advert on some TV and social media channels, deceiving the public to transfer money to some mobile numbers and have it doubled. Hey, the amount for you, Krumam, so there. Kindly note that ABSA Bank Ghana is not associated with this. Customers and the public are advised not to have any dealings with the said scheme. Kindly contact the ABSA Service Center on 0302 429 150, 0302 429 150, or chat with them via ABSA Bot, that's ABSA BOT, on 0501 644 644 for any information concerning ABSA's products and services. ABSA Bank see Phantom names how your customer and now say, well, would see me so and the incophobia a video, I be bow TV, so be bow social media platforms so. And in video, no more kase amount for sendi sika enfanko mobile money biso na omon doubles asika na emma won. ABSA se omono sa video ni make around omuni video ni hweye. In this what TV video ni mu a fa de say yensem hunu. So opese woni ABSA di nkomo a omon number ye 0302 429 150 na one won into me and kasa. Me pacho se wesi dan me kire wa ufie say your office space a shop bi na wakwa akwaje na lock e dem no e wo se wo hwe ne yi na open locks papa there say a security locks a padlocks steel doors for your homes, your shops and offices, steel doors papa ye bomutuo kura emi nails and locks enterprise and a ton. Now, they stock the very best of stainless steel and full brass product ranging from Mortise locks, your security padlocks, your hinges, your tower bolts, and your washroom locks. Papebi. Oba yenhwa, your mount expert advice on product will be here for your new project and renovations. Your sign free installation amount. So obeto bulletproof made in Turkey steel security doors nibia. Ya free installation edema bulletproof papa bi ebomutu okura emie. Discount and so ho mo amobetima to your main lock They are saying 50% discount on all other accessories like door hinges, stoppers, tower bolts, and more. In the Nails and Locks Enterprise American Farmawi, Yawakra, UTC, opposite Bank of Africa. Your number is 0244 668701. 0244 668701. nailsandlocks.com. Nails and Locks. I say affordability and guaranteed security. Shannon so MIA. Ensure now benomena awake purified drinking water. And you come from awake. Oh no, my wake now boa ejunia and quint. You National Cardiothoracic Center, Kolebu, Omuhia heart transplant, be here surgery, and the Sanu Manu. Ye discanny be cocoa for every bottle our beton yet says can so for yetimia raise over 1 million Ghana cedis at the Aboagye Nuanomua a war National Cardiothoracic Center. And the awake no one nominal now would you be sonkwa. Awake in Sunitino a lemon green or bottle nitina a lemon green papa men Canada Casapreco Company Limited in Sio our diaba and Casapreco so dear a bus standards or moon feniagro. Number of fresh open to do it to 0262 351 251 0262 351 251 National Son. MIA. Yentia Wimraya Ba, Honorable DC in Ingo Prampra Oha, Yabasha housing and other matters in this district. Yabas here.
My dear, yes, it is. Nadia mama misao obusambi minim se wo do me pa me do papa me na da na wo hwe eye me suban pa na me nkwan da na me nkomode ni nyina wom na so de di ka pa ye obedie de wodi mona soap ani mona cream asiesia ma ye fefefe na ha no me da se na mama bi de mo hwe suban ansa o dabi me de me hwe skin ya fa ansa asakra ba be hwe suban ene what can you say there many mona soap ani mona cream na ebe wu o said the mona soap timi skin rashes ni akro na eyi pampan firi nipa ho na mona cream timi sa propro ne ho a e ma chinwi fu brom e ma skin na ya nwensen esa ye bokọ sa bofra de no oh do se de me nyeja me ho ba bi e wo se me di mona cream siesie no me di be siesie hey mona soap ani mona cream na ne bon so nya de na abuso yi de ene ahofe no mema na abuso ama ho ele me so ma don sa omafo here mona soap ani mona cream enfre agbebe herbal center 020-813-0790 and 024-6595-256.
FDA ahwehwɛ saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye atomu se eye. Hey, Papa, no. Where's your friend Atu?
I was at the bar with Atu the other day. He had bet on a game and tensions were high. Then Atu said, Charlie, we go lose. But I told him, Charlie, Vim day. Go! I had won 15,000 Ghana cedis. Then Atu said, we bet for the same amount. How come I only got 9,000 Ghana cedis? Then I asked him, you didn't bet with Bet Planet?
Wait, he didn't bet with Bet Planet?
He didn't bet with Bet Planet, oh. So I went to take all my money. Then Atu asked me, all your money. My betting people said I should wait a few days, oh. For the best odds, biggest wins, and fastest payouts, visit www.betplanet.com.gh. So Atu, where you there now? Still there, the line inside, oh. This advert has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18.
See, imagine say we are driving no load of passengers and now so near Bushafue to Quine. Nana Jude the Soma Quentin fee or cat ajo. Now we're hosem any more chocho and we yempa na conference for a twasha or so. Assembly hoopa. Emma been told that the senti and na poncha save Abba. Na poncha save it to me silly over 100 punches. What the goon so I have fable and when he has over 2 time and unti transport companies, taxi drivers, truck drivers, Kasa Cassianina. Oh, here poncha save Yibia, Ubenya Biwo, OMV. And Science Company Limited. Crack namely. Omuno so distributors. Omni Joy FM. And a dear Mushe. Fre 0595756449. Anna 0302246550. Poncha save. We save you forever.
When your child is aching, suffering.
Onia woni se edru nyonyo tumi ma wo ba ne woko wo mra wo ma no edru ebetumi asane yare afei de wo how to etwa se wo banya hotutu anane baby ye ne ya mano zinol nsuo edru de a ne nkate se anka na ode anije beno atafe abonanum se toto saranso na mpanyimfo a ewe busuamu nso de zinol to yaw te se tipaye cold catarrh, sore throat, feverishness, flu, and now romantic pains. If we say a year you may hear, na a 2 year was a feature. enti fa Zeno tablet na ma wo ma Zeno suspension se de ebe ya wo ma enko mo abra wo ko wanyare
so fa Zeno nem na ho antowo a ko huru doctor FD ahwehwe sa agye nkratoi agye atum se eye
Zeno, have a happy day and a peaceful night.
Color Party, Adum FM, Asempa FM, Adum TV, AdumOnline.com. From Color Party this year, the Atum Winchine Cry. Ebe ye brim, Achadia, Ebe Yahudia, Uber Swap Fridge, mobile phones, any Achadia Ahudu Bebre. Color Party, Color Party.
Abra yeguswa din kabom ekwetia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodwa. Wode betina fie. Abo ho ban na watumi di usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa Ecobank mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Se wo Ecobank account ana wonibie. For text message ana email so forma ne sika. To credit, to our bills. Abra wutifie edwodwo ho. Se ye sika buduo na oni didra. For your internet banking no so. Ecobank QR code ma okwan ma ofa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua ne ma no dwumadi Worker, one for Sika Potin, Entia, Chi Ecobank Mobile, and Neya will Google Play Store, App Store, and I am Facebook page, and now Bosta 770 hash, and will phone Bia so. Nasha see Didra, Ecobank, General Ho, Kai Saubama Quai, Adaunia for frontem, Eata Horo and Sa, and Afi, and phone Sankiko and him. So here, Mwebia, for Ecobank Contact Center, it was 0800 003225. I won't yashi, and now from it was 0302 213 999. Abrebia. Debia. Snefie na bon ho ban. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Enso mankwa. Enso yemkwa. Nom Awake purified drinking water. Abujun swa eye krojin. Ensu ne ma wa hodede tena ho abribia kan se Awake bottle ba ku bia wo beto no ye yi sika kakra de kon National Cardiothoracic Center. Awake purified drinking water, one for life.
For bulk purchase, contact 0262 351 251.
Enkratoi FD ahwehwemagia tum se eye.
Eda wo so ne machu medi miwura ya na udi sa na malaria na fa hia mutu aware amoni agi sa no
Adum malakio mesha ewo hoi malaria ent na ye so nche o
ye kwa ye test e biwo mu pe enyenum adum malakio mixture ani gina malaria body weakness yo tiredness yo hwim ye nyina ho atoye ntam kura na adum natural tonic a esisi ha yisu ye
Adum natural tonic nso yenum to ya yentimi nidie eno na yanum bi edidi a ye ho tayen sa no
adum natural tonic menya ni mia na mentimi nidie menum bie bono me taisa mo ho ayefe pa enne ya mepe biato ni nyina apemfo abatan ya wo mo manufo ne nkwada woni fie dunsia nka ho e wo pharmacies chemical and herbal shops dodo a ko dependable herbal home Medina New Road Greenhouse anane branch e waka so opposite there to international school 024 2223 555
FDA ahwehwe sa ejedi enkrato emu agi atum se eye
Eti da be pa na bebo ye sili ma ye fie ha ye fe.
Me guso me dwendwene ho the sili ye de ye.
Oh, na wo wira fi wadan for akwasi sili no. Ene wo fansa de ye no.
Aye ampo waka me some cotton sili ne mani nyina rocksters.
Rocksters for to POP cement, plaster board, joint filler, corner mold, centerpiece, any fiber, idea sili papa e ma teacher.
Say wo to akogu sito mu o, say wo to akobo sili no for when it rocksters.
Na rocksters e grade ye ni dada. Enti sori waka ni ankoto mu sili nyama ni bi. Yemfa mebo ye sili mani nyefe. Na kai say, so person rocksters for ankasa bebo sili no ma odi a ene ye easy kra. Rocksters for be ye usili na mama na ye fe amwani agye ho. Rocksters for number 050-145-3877 and 0243-690-402. Rocksters,
quality and affordable.
Abra yeguswa din kabom ekwetia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodwa. Wode betina fie. Abo ho ban na watumi di usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa Ecobank mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Se wo Ecobank account ana wonibie. For text message ana email so forma ne sika. To credit, to our bills. Abra wutifie edwodwo ho. Se ye sika buduo na oni didra. For your internet banking no so. EcoBank QR code ma ukwan ma ufa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua niema no dwumadi ahodoɔ ka. Womfa sika potin entua. Twe EcoBank mobile eneya wo Google Play Store, App Store, ana yen Facebook page, ana bo *770# ewo phone bia so. Na chance didwa. EcoBank dwene ho. Ka isa ubema kwan ada oni afoforo ntem. Eya ata ahohoro nsa. Ena afei emfa wonsa nkeka wanim.
So wo hia mwe bia for EcoBank Contact Center ewo 0800-003225 ahuntia hwe. Ana Frelmo ewo 0302-213-999 abrebia debia.
Tnefie na bo ho ban. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Asempa. Upa Asempentia. Utuni radio mupa odem 94.7. Asempa FM. Oh yeah, do papa. Asempa FM. Everywhere you are. Asempa FM. Everywhere you go. Asempa. Hey. Asempa. Hey. All talk all day.
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedie ena wasugusu awutie ne mede U.S.A bonsu from Obi make us say ade ye hwe the Ningo Pram District Assembly and the Ekoso ewo ho the Honorable District Chief Executive for the district is with us in studio but messages ne bebre na about the interest in conversation is huge. We say good afternoon, Obi. Please ask the DC what is he doing about the darkness from Pram roundabout to New Ningo, then from old Ningo Township to the Ningo Senior High Technical School. About street light, Daniel Tei Eku, Ewo Gulf City. Honorable, and other messages. No, in the street light.
Yes, street light.
Okay,
but it is not. They have very stretch, you know. Time street light, you know. A whole, need low tension posts. Meaning they are like along the street,
light
the street, you know. Posts are all high tension.
High tension,
and you to me,
Empha Street,
and you need ECG for Nakasa. I almost see your matrack or more.
Regional office.
Exactly. Says, now can you see low tension posts along that stretch?
Yes.
Where we can now as an assembly buy
fixed street lights.
Because I don't have the figure here, but if you look at the figure, time minimum MD Nikasa, it's quite huge. Getting that, but I think if you get to Pram, Ningo, Dogwenya, Fiena, you are fixing street lights, maybe, but it is not enough. It is not the number. Because you were 22 electoral areas.
22
and you have 22 assembly members. And anything you have to divide it into. The last time they told street like about 200. So we have to divide it for the other assembly areas, exactly. And some of your government appointees 10. Who they come with 32. And it is so those are the things that
about to New
Ningo, exactly.
And now almost old Ningo Township to Ningo Senior High.
It is not New Ningo per se. One some benevolent woman be
okay.
And then in the evening, who call New Ningo, who free Pram, who call New Ningo. I think the woman accepting buying, I think about 50 or something street lights are. Who call Old Ningo Township up to their Okano. On that stretch. But it has not covered all the places.
Okay.
It has not covered. One other place I would have wished to also do is from Pram Junction. Maybe I for Adute, who call Pram, all the way to Pram. Who call us here, there are no street lights. Because you need low tension posts. The last time you be in government Akasa, Wabua Maya street lights be. We wanted to take it to the new areas. They say Savannah Road, PS Global. No impose I no telephone way. So only bill, but if you want to fix low tension posts, and once this is not the budget of the ECG, it means the assembly has to pay for, which is quite expensive. So these are things that we are working with central government, especially with UCG. I think until Honorable Peter who left the place, I think it's a constituent. And now, or Aboagye, with regard to some of these street lights, the assembly from time to time also buy some of these things. But one other thing is that sometimes you want to like this thing. If it does in the budget, it becomes difficult in doing it. Now they are on you. But exactly. So these are things we would like to do. So we are working on them.
Okay. Was it Obi road from Afienya to Dawenya, Afienya to Mobole. Sanitation is also very poor in Afienya. Suggestions to my DCA is we have a lot of stone quarry at Shy Hills. Let him come and meet them, negotiate for some of the roads to be fixed because they use our roads more often. More suggestions, you can give my number to him. General Ewo Afienya.
All right.
And on the way.
I think the Afienya Dawenya road is a major road. It's the only road that connects the N1 and the N2.
Okay.
It joins the Aflau road and the whole road.
And the whole road.
And it's a major road. It was started. The contractor he did a lot of job. But this thing was submitting his certificate. He delayed in payment, delayed in coming, and he moved out of. And I think somewhere in November, December, he was paid when some contractors were paid. Also, my discussions with him, he was supposed to move to site in December, and say, "Me call public forum, so contractor was supposed to move to site." Or by site, be some pegging, almost technical. And since then, I think it has not been. It's been difficult getting him after December, and I don't know the actual status of we. But what I know is, and I think during the December when even President came around, he even told us, they have paid the contract. Was supposed to move to site. As to why it's not on the Afienya Dawenya road, we need to find out. The other thing is, this is not a contract that is coming from the assembler. I have direct control over. Sometimes some of these things you also need to go and find out. And it's quite challenging because I said December, I said the contractor was moving to site based on information I have. It turned out the person did not come. And Japan is then you put your credibility, your integrity and everything on the line. But but we are still pushing. Not formal way. Be say now when your contract be was been test and or person be now we answer no paper, but that contract is almost done. But this is not an official explanation. So that thing is one of the mobile road. We are pushing myself and Shai Usluku. Because it's from Afienya to Dodowa. It's another bad road. Another bad road that is from Old Ningo to Amiam. And Old Ningo to Chupuli. These are roads, and I keep telling my people, these are roads that Assembly doesn't have the means in fixing them. So as a DC, I have to go and lobby central government. And most of the time, what they are saying is, we write. And so when I get this platform, sometimes I produce some of the letters I've written and the reminders, and but we are still pushing, at least that side of town, because when last year here our roads, at least 1 or 2, 3 roads we have been captured, but we are hoping, in this in the second year of they will turn and look at.
Well, hello, good afternoon, Obi. My name is John Ansa from Pong. My concern has to do with water. Our taps are always not flowing for a long time now. Sometimes even in 2 weeks, we wouldn't have water flowing in our homes. Sometimes it would be opened at dawn, and the next time water would flow would be in a week or 2. I hear we the Pong citizens get our source from Pram Pram. I want to ask the DC why our taps are not always flowing. Thank you.
I think
another
district. But the Pom is free Pram Pram.
Okay.
the water company now. Share Boni Prom.
Yeah.
The office is in Prom. Is the office that is in Prom.
Okay.
Not say your water from Pom.
Okay.
And most of you are not familiar with that terrain. You work Pom. That is who call Atimpoku.
And who call Atimpoku?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You work Pom.
On a water treatment.
Yeah. And then before me back, I had a meeting with my district water manager, Mr. Ban. And I don't want to be seen say I'm only excuses. No, it's becoming too much. But some of these things, look, the main line walk to this side, like the Mashama. These were lines that were done in the 50s. And as we speak, baby, almost now I say, now how do we call it? It get best.
Yeah.
So they control the pressure in pump, in opening whatever. The only reservoir sometimes the water comes in was Shaman Secondary School, and these were things that were done in the 50s. And the now, those of us at the high level who call Prom side, so they are forced to do rationing. You know, I live there. Sometimes for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't have water. Exactly. But when you speak to them, so these are things we've written extensively to the works minister. I think Honorable Attach and Nakasa, and every day, like it's like, government is also sourcing for funds to change some of these lines, so that all of us. So it is not only a problem in Pom, but Uko Prom to Hunya. So sometimes they have to close the 3-4 days. Or Def Traco from the 25 side. Now those of us in Prom Ningosa na Yanyebi or just now more close here. And sometimes what happens is when they close this side for this, then maybe there is a problem on the line. And you say instead of you getting water for 2 days, the time you are supposed to get, now there is, and that before remember now we have to go and fix some line beer assay, so that for people of Prom and Ningo to get water, it's quite challenging. But we are still pushing, say at least some of these major works and our infrastructure work, central government.
I'll run through these ones quickly. We say, Obi, please ask him. The Savannah Road was started just last year, but now it has become manholes. What are they telling the contractors? Fred, Eddie, good afternoon, Obi. Please ask the DCE, when are they going to construct the Dawina Afienya Rough Road? Okay, Patrick, Dawina. Obi, I live at the PS Global Estate. Last year, before the elections, portions of our gutters were hurriedly constructed in anticipation of the road being done from the estate junction. The contractor has abandoned site, and when it rains, it's very bad. Please ask the DC when our roads will be done. Charles Danso, PS Global Estate. Obi, please ask DC what's he doing about the water problem in Ningo. This problem has been there for a very long time. Kwete Winsco. Winsco say, Obi, please ask the DC what they are Mataheko Presby down. People have built on waterways, bad drainage system, and it seems their attention is only in Pram and Ningo. We say, Obi, I'm in Canada and I've heard of properties being sold in the Pram area. I'm interested. Who do I get in touch with and how? Honorable Emreninti, your best sima in 5 more minutes to go. Fa yi win na I think property in the end.
Yes, I think so. On the Afienya Dawina, I can't want them. Savannah Road. This is a contract that was given by Highways.
Okay,
it's true. And we are going less than 1 year, and I think I've been there. I've brought the regional highway director to the place. We've complained, but you see, this is something that is done in Accra, and yeah, assembly in a awarded contract, so that myself or my works engineer will be held responsible. Yes. So we've complained to the relevant authorities so that whatever will happen, why that road, I don't know, But I think within a very short period, the PS Global Road, yes, this is a major thing now. I was there about 3 weeks ago. I think I even have the videos and the pictures there. Yes, it's about among the about 3 or 4 roads capture. I think some around the Mataiku, the PS Global, the Devtraku. Urban roads is working on them, but and you said the road has been abandoned. First of all, you have to do the drainage, which I think largely has been done. So the next phase is for the bitumen or whatever to be applied. So we'll come there and do it. Obviously, we have abandoned Mataiko. It is not true. And then in Sotoa, one of the areas are no problem. You have some Mataiko area. So we come here Mataiko Afiena. You need hydrological works department. We are opening up and doing a lot of storm drains. You know, let me F drain because you see we are not doing the concrete work as of now. But I want to do something now. In Sionu start here, at least the effect will be minimal. So see, Obia, somebody has built on waterways, and the assembly is not everywhere at any time. So it is proper. Say they will bring it to our attention, and they know say these days the assembly is more. That's
uncle for no permit.
Exactly.
The assembly.
Exactly. So when we come and you don't have the permit, we deal with you, and I can show you videos and pictures of a lot of structures we pull down. That you are on the wrong place. We don't have a. Sometimes who person be here. Now there is a court where you say blah blah blah, but let me set the record straight. Say, if you don't have a permit from the assembly and you put up a structure, it is an illegal structure. I don't need to go to court to go and get whatever to come and pull it down. And this is some people must get it clear. And the Oba na ye baby, when we are based on our scheme, you know, we will deal with that. Another challenge is that the reason why sometimes you need to mobilize because this is relatively a young assembly. It was created in 2012. As we speak, we need machines. Okay. And most of the time, we have to go to town and hire some of these heavy duty equipment for some of these things. And that is about FINA. Now with the property, yes. So as we said earlier, Accra is moving to Ningo Prom. Tema is moving. Let's say it's a greater Accra is moving. So the assembly wants to be proactive. And it's as a result of that, this Accra City Extension Project, Abaho. And this is something initially, when we started, the assembly was fully to handle everything together with the local government ministry and the UN Habitat. We've traveled to look at blah, blah, blah. But along the line, don't forget, the land doesn't belong to the assembly. It's for the chiefs, it's for blah, blah, blah. And over the years, the way sometimes they feel say some government agencies have handled their land issues. Your side of town, they weren't happy. So they weren't having the confidence in giving the land out to the assembly to manage the land on their behalf. Yeah. So now we've brought on some private investors, partners on board to partner the assembly and that of the UN Habitat and the local government. What we've done is we want to plan well so that these issues of haphazard building is we want to get rid of before Ningo Pram also 10. So now we have acquired some lands, and what we are doing is to put up the structure based on the area and what is there and the income of individuals. So your friend rent to own. I think it's a novel or something. It has it has not been done so well here in Ghana. So you start here and you move into your property, you pay rent like the normal rent,
monthly rate.
Then you pay over a period of 25 years.
Okay.
Now a dino udia. So these are things I'm from one I'm for framing. Oh, who's these schemes need say Absa say people don't trust. I am saying here, and as the DC say, this is a project the assembly is fully in charge. We are very much aware what various sites and you by a project manager, thankfully by the benevolence of Central University, my office kakra.
Oh, okay.
Central the city extension project no. We see our project manager now register and they will take you through the process based on your financial BB and the where you
location
want
to, open
exactly and the type of building open. And I'm sure that once you are able to implement this and do it well, some of these revenue near my air canon will now be a thing of the past. It is going to help the assembly in realizing a lot of revenue from some of these. And me sure say, of course, the challenges are huge, but they are surmountable. And some of us, we don't give up easily. We need say you're betting and we are there working on. And Obi also Canada. Yes.
Ope biatono.
Mi via number ni imo ni sanya manua yedi yes manu yebejawa. Okay. Now you send it to them. Okay. So that more banner. Okay. But I also want to say, and I say this all the time, say, look, our offices are always opened. Myself and those of us, the assembly members, we are not repository of wisdom. And we are open up. Obi or any idea, the person should come. Obi, I am the type, you don't need to come and book in 1 week. Once you come, I am in the office, you see me. You to me friend me, I can book an appointment and meet you. People should bring up ideas so that we will open, at least, Ningo Pram, yeah. It's for all of us. And I don't want to say, now, wait, me, I don't want to say it. I don't, they be. Everybody should bring all the ideas together. I also want to say, Ghana, we are a religious state. So some of these things, we need people to always keep reminding us and in prayers. So more the knowledge and the understanding, just to keep what
running the assembly. Anio Sabute said the water situation is more terrible than how the DC puts it. For months, and I won't say 2, but sometimes 3 to 4 months. The gap comes, the tap comes only once. Just 3 days ago, the water came, but lasted for only 4 hours. And this is after more than 3 months without water. I've not had water for months. But last week when I got home, the water company had come to drop a bill at home for me to pay. What am I paying for? I know the district manager, Mr. Ban, has been extremely responsive anytime I've approached him. But we need a permanent solution to the situation. Ani Osabute, resident of Ningo Pram, and on also the way about way for insurance.
Yes, Obi, Ani is right. And I think I said it, look, you go, they also give explanation as to why the problem so that Ani is my brother. We should all come together so that we put a little bit pressure for government to look for the necessary funding. They should change the lines from bomb. And because I'm told, say, once that is done, now your problems are. You see, your problem also go through the same thing for months. New issue. The last time, me mommy friend me say the same way Ani Osabuti. Yeah. Ofio no mudi way you can say bill. Meanwhile, we've not received water in the house so my own mom, biological, now I say, look, you are the DC, you are, look, it's not easy, it's a difficult situation. I get you. But I'm also saying, you see, sometimes, yes, you are the DC, the Ghana Water, ECG, they are not directly under
you, yeah, that's true.
So sometimes, once these issues come, you only also go and find out exactly. But you see, people who don't know the difference, they put all the blames on you, and you are not getting water. DC, blah 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 blah. But it's part of the job. So,
Honorable Manassas na yemfa NC, Madam Fubi of Denmark, Mr. President, Obi, please, is that Honorable Jonathan Teidoku in your studio? And
yes, I'm the one.
Yes. Or the building be on that stretch, or Denmark. And also if you are coming from Pung to the community 25 more, just on your left side. It was in the project. That's in your district, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
You see, if you take that route from the Pung coming. We share boundary with Bonkatamaso. Filling station be Goodness Energy.
Okay.
And our DPS road. Okay. That is where so behind the road is Bonkatamaso. Who call him Kakra? And you enter Ningo Pram.
Wow. My say Honorable Jonathan Tay Doku, District Chief Executive Ningo Pram District Assembly for passing through. Charles Ewayalolo or say Obi, I personally worked with Honorable and trust me, he's such a dedicated MC. As a board member on the Ayalolo project, he has selflessly helped us through all our challenges, and very soon Ayalolo will start operations from Pram.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And that's Charles. Charles, thank you for your message. Honorable, that's it. I will talk again. All the best. Ekosiisen in higher Asempa 94.7 FM. We would have to say goodbye to you and make way for our sports team to take over. Now, for live commentary in the AFCON Under 20 tournament. Emremo a tournament because Ghana qualify for the quarterfinals and the Cameroon are able. Cameroon present a really exciting team, a team with a son of Etophels and another son of Roger Miller. It's quite a game. Here we are 6 p.m. and that game started from 4 to 6 p.m. Kotokoni Bechemunso near the live commentary at Muso. Farouk in Tema says, afternoon Obi, Honorable has really spoken well. Kindly ask, do they do peer review? Because my MC in Tema and Medina dear Mkoyekra. Farouk in Tema. My I'm sorry, Immortal. Ajakwa Jakwa Achampon and the rest of the team, Ayakrado. They are taking over with live commentary. Have a great evening and enjoy our commentary. Unimsa Asempa FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. Stay with us. Good evening.
Wow. Aha, Dania Brooch.